What's up, everybody? Big Papa Smurf 187 coming back at you with another video. It's all going to be about how to win more solo games during Season 1 of Chapter 5 in Fortnite. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So this game here, I land at this some kind of outpost building near Lavish Layer. Because there's only one guard you have to take out, and then you get a key card to get into one of the mini vaults. You can usually get pretty good loot by hitting this spot, and you're usually not very contested by anybody else. So you see here, just basically use the key card, get into the vault, you get the loot up, you get the gold if you want it. There's always a rare chest in here. So you're always going to leave this area probably with pretty decent loadout every time. Now I always check to make sure the medallion I'm going for is still in play and nobody else has already acquired it. And try to use a car whenever possible. Now, it's a good time with the G-Wagon here. This is probably the best car in the game, in my opinion, right now. Even though it seems slower, it's the only car that holds 4 people. And it also doesn't lose any speed when you go off-road on any terrain, unlike the other cars. The other cars are also really hard to control. Now, you see here that health bar, that means someone else is already fighting the boss. But I had plenty of time to loot up and make it here before the boss was killed, as you can see. I run right in, get involved, start shooting the boss. I'm checking the footprints behind me to make sure they're not real players. I know somebody else was fighting this boss. So I take him out, grab the medallion, grab the shotgun. Now I see a real player right there. So I go and focus them, get them out of the game. Always focus real players first, other than like the AI bots that just protect the boss here. But then you're probably going to want to kill all of this boss's guards afterwards, just because that's going to get rid of a ton of footprints on your screen, so you're going to have way less confusion, and you're going to know if there's actually a real player near you. Now when you get into the vault, you just basically can loot up, get the gold if you need it. There's always usually a few chests, a few more legendary chests here. There's always ammo on the walls here, so you can stock up on your ammo. It's always a good idea to check the weapon crates too. Even if you're not interested in the weapons they drop, they do also always drop ammo for you. And then you might as well also upgrade and mod your weapons while you're here. Because there's also free gold in the vault, so even if you're at full gold, you can always restock your gold afterwards. And you might as well, because it's going to give you a slight advantage. And I see here again, I check to see which medallion's in play still, and I start making my way towards it. Because when I get 2 medallions, I'm going to have a higher advantage over any other players in the game, especially anybody else that only has 1. Now I see this guy here, I take a bunch of shots at him long distance, but I kind of miss all of them and scuff it. So I decided just to push up and go over there anyway. Now I see this guy sees me and just starts running. So you just see a player do that, you might as well just push them. Because either they're not a really good player, or they're weak, or they're probably just an AI. I'm not the biggest fan of snipers, but I see that I had an empty space, so I always try to pick up something to fill that empty spot. I can always drop it later if I don't decide to keep it anyways. Now here I make a big mistake by actually using that AR to shoot this guy with that scope on it close range. I probably should have used my SMG or my shotgun. That was so close range, but it worked out in that case. Now again, always using a car to get to where I'd want to go, because it provides great cover. Now I can see here on the map that I said orange circle, meaning someone's already taken the medallion from Reckless, so I decided to go over to fencing fields. Now another cool tip is if you switch seats while you're in the car, you can shoot out the window at players to let the car keep rolling. So I can take out those 2 guys, I bump into the other guy swimming here. I can take them out. Now I'm going across the water here because there's always a jump pad on this boat here, which I can use to get to fencing fields. And I start getting shot at by somebody. I think they were trying to destroy the jump pad on me. It's also a pretty good strategy sometimes. And I noticed I don't even bother looking at that guy's loot. Why? Because I already have best shotgun in the game, I have a golden SMG, and my AR is purple, but I'm going to get Nisha's AR very soon, which is probably the best AR in the game. So I already have ammo and everything, so I don't really need to waste my time looking at any of that loot. So surprisingly, nobody was here, and nobody took her out, which is really surprising, so just make quick work of her. Grab the AR, grab the medallion. See, that's just AI, so I'm not even going to fight that. Now, remembering where these vending machines is very useful too, because you'll always be able to top up on health or shields whenever you need to. Again, I just get in the G-Wagon and I am gone. Now, I ended up making a little pit stop here because I know there's usually barrels I can hit for health, as well as there's coolers which have fish, and there's also a jump pad that I can use to further help me rotate. So I've got some fish there, so I just eat the fish. And I'm still holding shields even though I have a medallion. Now medallions haven't gotten nerfed now, so they heal less shields. But even before, I was still always holding shields because if I get into a big problem, I don't want to wait for my shield to charge. I'd rather just pop a big pot and get my health back up instead of having to wait. So I see this guy, he's paying attention to someone else shooting them, so he's not moving much. I always want to keep moving, that was just an easy kill. So I go try to see who he was shooting at. Guy here, also another easy kill. Now again, I found a fish. I just ate it just to keep full health, because I'd still rather carry shields in case I get into a problem and need to fill up my shields quickly. Now I'm just trying to always stay ahead of zone as much as I possibly can. So I did go up this way. I did try to loot that windmill, I do believe, and then I hear shooting. Now, whenever I hear shooting, I kind of like to try to go for it when I'm playing solos, because I know there's somebody there, and I want to just get that player out of the game. I don't want to have someone sneaking up behind me later on. Find this Kratos, and it's GG's for that player. Now I see an indication that there's footprints in this house. So I don't go through the front door, I jump through the window, try to be sneaky. This guy's obviously upstairs, ratting and camping. But with Oscar's auto shotgun, he's very quick, easy kill. Now again, my medallion would heal me all the way, but I see these minis, so I just pick that up, get to 50, and I'm going to drink one of my big pots. Again, not interested in the gold SMG, I already have a fully modded gold SMG. So I ran back to this windmill I already looted because I knew there was a medkit here. Now I could waste more time and like hit the barrels and maybe try the produce boxes, but I just want to get full health and try to get the zone. So after running for a bit, I finally found another vehicle. Now the vehicles are very overpowered this season, especially the G-Wags that has such great cover. It's almost like a porta bunker on wheels. Now here's one other thing that's changed this season. Is see I hit this guy with the car, so he goes flying. Now when you hit players, they only do damage from hitting them, and they don't take any damage from fall anymore. Not too sure why they changed that, but they did. And again, I utilized the trick of changing seats and then shooting the player from the car. Now there's another player I see runs into this little hut. So I use my car to block him in. Come in with my shotgun close range. Quickly take him out. Now here's another little trick. If you're in a place that has a floor that you can break and there's barrels, you can break the floor to break all the barrels at once. Now as you see here, the way the door opens, I can't even get out of that hut very easily. Which makes that kind of great strategy to use. And now here's another one for you. If you have enough momentum, if you drive, even if you go underwater and you have to get out of the car can still end up driving on the shore and you can get back into it. Now I did this to try to keep the G-Wagon for cover in case I needed it to rotate. Now there's only 3 players left. So I go to hide in this bush here, and I decided that's a little too close to this car, so I'm going to move to the other bush that's a little farther away. Now I did just camp these bushes here for a minute here. There's only 3 players left, so I really didn't want to be the first person to shoot unless I had to shoot somebody. So this is prior to the medallions being nerfed, so now one medallion would only do 50 shield, not 100, and it's much slower regen. And now that circle you see there from where the medallion players are is much smaller than it was before. I think they brought it down by 40 or 50%. So your location is much more well shown on the map. So I did camp here for a while. I'm just waiting for somebody to do something. But now I'm going to have no choice but to rotate. but I hear shooting. Now it's only a 1v1, so I know the other player's somewhere over there. Now I'm kind of like, uh-oh, I'm in a bad spot here. I'm on low ground. So I see these trees up on the ridge there, and I'm kind of thinking I want to just kind of use my grappler to get right up there. But I see that player. He's kind of looking that way because he's seen an indication, obviously, of the sound. Get into a 1v1 with Oscar's auto shotgun, which makes short work of him. And that's the game. So now, do stick around because there is more footage coming of the game I won just right after this one. So if you found this video helpful and informative at all, please do drop a like or a comment or consider subscribing. I also have links to other videos with helpful tips for Fortnite and playing solos in the description below. Okay, so now this is the next video there. It came right after the last one. Now, what do you notice here? I'm laying at the very exact same spot, so that's another really great tip. If you want to win more games, you're probably better off to pick a few drop spots and get to know them very well, or get to know your loot paths. You're going to learn how to fight in those areas. You're going to know where everything is, such as like barrels, chests, so on and so forth, where all the vehicles are. It's just going to put you at an advantage because you're going to know the area well compared to just landing at random spots every single time you play. So now you notice I see footprints here, so I make sure I reload all my guns before I decide to make a move here. Come out to this player here, just quickly take them out, easy peasy. Now unfortunately this time there was no vehicle, so I had no choice but to kind of run to get to Lavish Lair here. Gonna check to make sure that the medallion's still in play. So I get into a fight with this guy. I'm using the sniper rifle. I'm not really a big fan of sniper rifles. Like, I'm not even sure how that shot missed. That's another tip for you, is to use weapons you're better with whenever possible. I quickly take them out. Now I'm just standing out in the open. I see they have a better AR for me, and I get sniped from somewhere. As soon as that happens, I'm gone. I'm not exactly sure where that person was that just shot me, but I get to cover. I know they're in that general area to the south. So I quickly reload all my weapons. I healed up. Now I run to this house here to look for some more heals or maybe some better weapons or something like that. So even though I'm only down 20 green health, I still just use that medkit. Now I notice, oh, someone's fighting the boss. I see his health bar. So I just use a shockwave and just bounce right on over there. I go in and I see they have a riot shield. I just grab the coins. I quickly took out that guard. I ran down to the vault just to reload my guns here near the vault. Now I know that player's just up there like that, so I tried to do a mantle juke, and it seemed to work. Caught them off guard. They took away the riot shield, and it's GG's. So once you're done looting up the vault again, getting all your modifications on your weapons, it's time to leave. Now I hear shooting, so I know somebody is here fighting the guards. So I go quickly take that player out. Always making sure I'm keeping my weapons fully loaded whenever possible. Again, get to a vehicle. It's just great mobility, great cover. Check to see if there's a medallion in play, and yes, Reckless Railways is in play. So again, I use that card trick where I just change seats, beam that player. Now I see that card there. I could have grabbed that and maybe went for this vault, but no point. I have pretty good loot now. So the tires on that car is popped, but I know this area pretty well, so I know there's usually cars here, and I just go get a fresh car. Now I'm at Reckless Railways, and this very rarely happens, but Medallion and the Mythic Guns are sitting there. Now I see someone over there getting that cash. So I decided to head towards that, but I have footprints. So I'm assuming that's probably a player that killed the boss and had to peace out to go heal up. So I decided to go push this fight. I find them down here in the water. Very easily take them out. Now again, I just got shot at from somewhere. It could possibly be a snipe, so I'm just using my shockwaves and I'm out. Bounce again. See another G-Wagon right there. This is another mistake I see a lot of people make. They just heal out in the open or reload their weapons out in the open. If there's a car nearby, just jump in the car, switch seats, and then just heal or reload your guns in the car. So you see here, I want to check, make sure my guns are reloaded. So I just get the car rolling, have some momentum, but I'm just checking to make sure all my guns are reloaded before I switch seats and continue driving. You'll see a player here, so I hit them with the car, but as I said before, that doesn't really work anymore when you send them flying. There's no more fall damage for whatever reason. Now I don't like the angles I have here, so I decided to go and fight with this guy first over here, because I can kind of use this car to shield me from that other player. He moves behind the car, so I have to kind of get out of the way here, and then somebody beams with a sniper shot. Close range, so I switch to my SMG, quickly fry them, and now I'm like, well, I gotta get out of here. So I kind of panic here, but I just keep shockwaving. I'm just trying to put space between me and that other player and whoever tried to snipe me. Now I was quickly getting my shield up because I have very little green health. So I searched this house, didn't find much, and if we learned anything from Fortnite OG was sometimes the fruit and just simple little small healing items like that can be your friend. Gotta respect the small healing items. Yeah, I see some barrels there, so I smash those by just smashing the floor. It's much quicker to loot that way. And now I see a person swimming here. Now, if there's ever a person swimming and you have clingers, it's probably like the easiest elimination you can get, because they can't get away from it very quickly. Again, I'm back in another car, and I'm going. Now I only have 62 health, and I'm starting to get shot at from all different directions here, probably from the island. So I have like really no interest in taking the fight until I have more health. Now we see a gas station, there's almost always a vending machine that sells health at the gas stations. Again, learn where the vending machines that sell heals are, because it's very valuable. Now I see that there's someone with a medallion in this area. I see this guy's not paying much attention, so I just quickly fry him. Assumed he was probably a bot, so I start driving away, then I realize, oh wait, there's a medallion on the ground there. That was the medallion player. So sometimes it is good to actually go for the players with the medallions, just so you can take them out of the game or stop other players from getting medallions or getting more medallions. If they have medallions, they're probably a pretty decent player. Again, start driving away. Car's almost out of fuel, but I find another G-Wagon. Just has so much more health than the other cars. Now I start getting shot at from somewhere.
Where are you at?
I think it's behind the trees there, but I can't exactly figure it out.
What? Where?
So I see the footprints, I know they're up here. Now I thought this guy went into this little house here. I quickly know, oh no, he's on top. He starts shooting at me. Here I just go up, take a 50-50, because I have Oscar's shotgun. Jumps down, quickly chase him. He's trying to jump into there. GG's. That was only me, one other player. So yeah, I heal up, even though I don't really have that much health gone. I might have another chance to use a med pack this late in the game. So now this is why I don't like the Rocket League cars here. If you see that guy's having a hard time controlling it. Oh, so they're just so much weaker than the G-Wagon. So I start frying his car. He jumps out. He runs to cover. I quickly make sure that SMG is loaded and decide just to go push that because I've got a couple tags on him. Pops out, starts shooting me. I slide. Boom! Then hit him with the shotgun blast in the face, and that's GG's. Well, that'll do it. About it for this video. Please subscribe, comment, like this video, and have fun gaming. Big Papa Smurf 187 out. Hope this helped you.
11 kill games that game? Fuck, I'm on a roll tonight.